Hello, everyone, Paul here. Today I'm going to talk about a strategy, a new strategy that I've uncovered over the last 2 days. But before I begin, I'm going to talk a little bit about. I decided to open up a Patreon page, and that is, it is if you like all my videos and indicators and things like that, things I've discussed on this channel. Then definitely check out the link. The link will be somewhere nearby. If you're watching this on TikTok, it'll be in my description. If you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in my description. But the link to my Patreon. And this is a strategy. There's going to be a two-parter for this video. The first part I'm going to talk about today, which is kind of you can do this for free. Well, you might have to use the TradingView Pro account, but as far as everything else, there's an indicator that you need to that will help you out a lot. That's what I'm going to discuss it tomorrow. But today I'm going to kind of show you the free way, the cheaper way to do it. But if you do it this way, the way I'm going to show you today, you won't have that indicator, so I am going to remove it. What you basically need to do, and I removed it from here because it, on my phone it takes too much space. But basically, you need to have your moving average exponential. It needs to be 20, and you need to also have another moving average exponential, which is 55. So it's 20 and 55. Those are the ones you need to focus on. And the strategy is very simple. And if you guys have seen the free version of how to do this, you only need three things. You'll need your 20, your 55, and the RSI. And I think you guys can get away with doing it for free. You don't necessarily need the pro account to do it this way. So that's all you really need for the strategy. And if you guys have seen my other videos where I list like 8 EMAs, this is coming from that strategy. It's what I figured out from doing it that way. But basically, the 20 was the first one from the 8 EMAs, and the 55 was the last one from the EMAs. So the strategy is very simple. You just wait for it to cross, and if you're plugging in with the 8 EMAs, you have all those lines, and they help too. But this will just kind of help show you when the trend's going to go up and when it's going to go down. It's really helpful. So with this video, we're really just focusing on when the 20 and the 55 cross. And when the 20 and 55 cross, those are your moments of entry. Now what I do, and I'm only focusing on the 4 hour. I made maybe the 1 hour, but really I only focus on just the 4 hour, because the 4 hour will give you so much more information on where everything's going. So I'm going to use S&P 500 for an example today, but this will work. This will work for crypto, and this will work for stocks. But definitely stay tuned to tomorrow's video, because I'm going to expand on this more and show you how you can make profit. But if you go to my Patreon page, I use this formula to find the buy and sell signals. So if you go to Patreon, definitely, because the only days that I will run into issues with posting on my Patreon is Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, at least right now. But anything other than that, you'll find that I'm posting, buy sell signals on different stocks and crypto. So you have to check out my Patreon, guys. You'll get good signals. Now, what I was talking about is I only focus on the 4 hour, and why I was saying that is because the 4 hour you can get a lot more information on where the market is going. So we're doing it for the free way, which is basically just having the 20 and the 55, and you need to have your RSI as well. So I think if you have all three of those, it's free, and you don't need the pro account to do it this way. But because you don't have the steps that I'm going to talk about tomorrow, if you don't have these steps, you're going to really miss out on a lot of the spots of where, to get your buy-sell signals. So definitely stay tuned tomorrow, and I'm kind of just giving you the basics today. I don't want to, but today, let me just show you how to, with the 4 hour and using the 20 and the 55, how to find good spots to get in. And let me use the S&P 500 as an example. So let's just backtrack. So we see right here, the lines of the 20 and the 55 have crossed right here. So this would be a good point of getting in. Right here, I would get in around I'd do around a 433 call, and I would just, to make it easier, I might draw like a little horizontal line just to make it, to kind of see, wait for it to cross, draw a horizontal line, and then you can clear as day see where you can go and enter. So the horizontal line will give you a good number. It'll give you 434, which is, it's a good number to get in with doing a call. So you did a 4, if you got in right here and you just wrote it out. Now this is the 4 hours, so you don't need that many candles. I only do it for about 3 days when I buy my contract. So since this is the 4 hour, we can only do maybe, well, this is 3 days, 20 hours. So let's just do here. We did 1 day. 1 day you made 847. So that's 847 times that by 50. You made about $423 in 1 day. So, and the reason this is happening is, if you guys know, if you guys look at the 8 EMAs, it's basically when the lines have crossed all the way through. And when you look at the 8 EMA strategy, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about. But let's look at a couple other examples. I think I did that one. The 4 hour, like I said, gives you a lot more information. So you just wait for them to cross. Here's a good put. So you come in right here. If it helps, draw a horizontal line, and it will give you a good, just wait for it to cross. Right here's a good one, and just draw your horizontal line. And your horizontal line should give you the number to use for your options. So it is saying right there, so use a 468 put, anything with a 468 put, and you just write it out. With the 4 hour, you only need a couple bars, so that's 20 hours, 1 day. Now this is 4 days, must have entered a weekend or something. So I would just enter here. Now as you're doing this and you're entering, and pay attention to your RSI, if it's going in a downtrend, your purple line will be below the yellow line. If you're doing a put, the purple line will be below the yellow line. If you're doing a call, it will be above the yellow line. If it's not above the yellow line, it's not a good position to be in for your entry. So let's just do a couple more times, and I think you guys get the general idea. Now you want to make sure it's crossing. I don't see that one crossing. Let's look for another time. Now the downside of doing it on the 4 hour is you have to wait a little while. But it'll be worth the wait. Once you do find the signal, it'll be worth the wait. So it crosses right here. The 2055 crosses right here. If it helps, draw a horizontal line where it crosses. It will give you the number to put in. This one would be around a 439 call. So that's what you would do. You would look for options for a 439 call and get in right around here. And you basically wait it out. and I do 3 days. I do no more than 3 days. Sometimes my option will start and I'll just get, I'll just want to cash out at the end of the day. It's all up to you and how much you want to make. But the 4 hour really tells where the big gains are going to be. So this one was a 578 in 3 days, 578 for 3 days. That was $289 in 3 days. So I'm going to do this 2 more times, and I think you guys get the general idea. Let's just go back a little bit. Now I want to show you also, I'm going to do 2 more times, and then I'm also going to show you doing it with crypto, because I want to kind of explain both scenarios today. So we just wait for a cross. Now, if you guys are doing this, live, you basically just be doing this. Well, it's going to be a lot slower because it's a 4 hour, but you get the general idea. So we have a cross right here. So if you don't know a good number to get in with like a stock option, just the moment that it crosses, draw a horizontal line, and then you got your point. So this is a 439 call. This will be a 439 call. So you get in anywhere from here and just write it out. I do 3, maybe 4 days. Let's see. So this one, yeah, I have to do a day because it's. So in one day it goes up $6, 604. So 604 times 50. That's about $300 one day. So the good thing about doing it on the 4 hour is once you're in gains, you could really, you could scale up. Once you start making some gains, you can buy 2 contracts, 3 contracts. It all depends. So let's just do one more. We gotta look for a cross. One I don't want to make sure I've done it. Let's just find another one. Okay, let's just do this one. I don't know if I've covered it yet, but it's hard to tell. But anyway, the 2055, you wait for it to cross and draw a horizontal line. Now this horizontal line is just for references for if you're doing an options trade, because it'll give you a good number to work around when you're doing your options trade. You'll know exactly what number to kind of look for. So right around here, I would do a 468 put, and just write it out. So that's 4 days right there. So I want to try to focus on 3 days, but 4 days. I guess I'm about to do this. Okay, so this is again a 614, around a 614 times 50. That's around $300 in 4 hours. So anyway, this is all I'm going to talk about with the stock market. It's really helpful. Definitely stay tuned to tomorrow's video, because I'm going to show you something with this same strategy that is a real big eye opener. And you can. The problem with doing it this way is you're waiting for it to cross, and there are a lot of moments in between that you won't be able to see, because this is the free way to do it. You won't be able to see all the other moments that you could get in, but I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. And this is with the paid indicator, so stay tuned tomorrow. I'm going to expand on that. So let's look at Bitcoin. Let's look at crypto and how this would work with crypto as well. So it's the same principle. The only difference here is you can only do it when there's a uptrend. And with the bear market, it's really hard to find these days. But anyway, here's one right here. It's the same thing, but you can only do it when it's going up. So, same thing. You focus on when the 20 and the 55 is going up. If it helps, draw a horizontal line right here. And then basically you would just enter your trade right around here. And the only good thing about this is you can wait out for longer periods of time. You can do your trades for a lot longer than options. So with this one was 1 day. Hold on, let's move you down. This one was 1 day. And you made about 4%. So I'm going to do this 2 more times. Let's see if we can find one because we are in a bear. Okay, let's just go back. Let's find a moment when it crosses up. When the 20 and the 55 crosses up. That's a downtrend. That's not crossing. That's not crossing. That's a downtrend. Well, here's a brief one right here. It's hard to find, especially on the 4 hour, because we are still in a bear market. So, it crosses right here, draw a horizontal line, and then you'll know your point of getting in. Now, when you're getting in, and especially when you're doing a crypto trade with the 4 hour, make sure your purple line is above the yellow line with the RSI. So let's just go and see. Now the good thing with just day trading with this strategy is you can hold your positions for a lot longer because it's not costing you for contracts. But this was 16 hours. Now, this was a 1.53% gain. Now, if you look at the RSI on the bottom, as I'm doing this trade, the purple line is above the yellow line, which signifies uptrend. Let me do this one more time, see if I can find another uptrend. Let me see if I can find it. First thing you got to do is find a moment that they cross, which might be a while. Find a moment that they cross, which is right here. Here's a good one. Here's a good one to end this video with. When you're doing it with crypto, you don't have to worry about contracts, so you can hold your positions for a lot longer. So you see it crossing, see the 20 and the 55 crossing right here, and draw your horizontal line. You'll have a good moment, and then you can get in right around here. And look at the RSI. The purple line is above the yellow line, so you already know that it's a good signal. And you just follow this out. Let's just do it right here. This is a 4% increase. So this method, the free version of this method, works for stocks, options, and crypto. But tomorrow I'm going to share, I'm not going to go into it today, but I'm going to show you a paid indicator that will signify, and you'll be able to see more spots to where you can get in. And if you guys go to my Patreon, I am going to be posting buy and sell signals in both crypto and stocks. So check that out. Go to my Patreon. See what buy and sell signals I have. I may put some out later today, so definitely check that out. If you guys don't want to use this strategy, if you don't want to use the strategy that I'm going to talk about tomorrow, my Patreon will point out good moments of getting in. So anyway, I just thought that was, I thought this is a really good strategy. So anyway, if you guys like this video, definitely check tomorrow's video because I'll be more specific. Anyway, if you like the video, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.